can't even have a game. That's what they're thinking. And I don't blame them. That better go. All right. Well, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach Jeff Brothers bringing the broadcast, and Davidson Academy visiting our Nashville Christian girls, and Coach Brothers is going to give our starting lineups after the prayer and the anthem. Then we'll start our broadcast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to National Christian School. If you please stand, and we'll have a prayer and national anthem, and then the starting lineups. Let's pray. Lord, thank you for this night, this opportunity for these two schools to get together and compete. Thank you for these girls and boys that are going to be playing, and their healthy bodies. We pray that you continue to keep them safe and healthy tonight. Thank you for the opportunity for the ones who are here to be able to come and watch and enjoy. Help us to do that in a manner that will glorify you, Lord, in a manner that's thankful that we just get to be here and watch these kids participate. Thank you for all the gifts you've given both schools. Help us to glorify you in everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Now the starting lineups. First for the visiting Davidson Academy Bears. Number 3, Tony Turner. Number 5, Eric O'Rourke. Number 14, Cleo Johnson. Number 20, Joey Cote. And number 34, Jordan Phillips. And now for the Lady Eagles from Nashville Christian. Number 4, Ava Pomeroy. Number 5, Charlie Harper. Number 10, Emma Overreckler. Number 21, Whitney Miller. And number 25, Grayson Barnes.
Well, for those of you that are watching at home that were not allowed to attend because of the COVID restrictions enacted by our local government, we apologize, just hate that, and so we'll try to bring the action to you. Davidson Academy comes into this game with a 3-5 record overall, 1-3 in the district, and the Eagles are 9-2 and 4-1. So, Coach, we're right up there at the top. So this is as always, of course, as a coach, every game is a big game to us, but this for a district seedings is really important.
Yeah, and just momentum. We've been playing well lately, and certainly as we get into mid-January, going into February, like you said, getting close to district tournament time, you just want to keep the positive momentum we've got.
Emma Overreckling to jump, ball up, and Davidson Academy will control. That's Cleo Johnson. She's being guarded by Grayson Bonds, who got her hair straightened earlier this week. She was telling me about that in class. Just a little side note, Coach. All right, so the bench trying to bring the defense some energy here, but Davidson Academy penetrates but charges as Cleo Johnson runs over the Lady Eagles.
Yep, and good job that time getting established in position, and Johnson is the player that makes them go. So if we get her into some early foul trouble and kind of keep her a little bit hesitant as she goes to the basket, it'll be good.
007 Grayson Bonds struggling past the timeline. Tanae Turner putting good pressure on her, and now she'll hand to Pomeroy in the corner to Whitley. No good. Good block out there by Davidson Academy. Number 34 Jordan Phillips with a nice block out, and setting the court will be Cleo Johnson. She calls the play. They bring two high, looking low to feed. Get it to her. She power dribbles, puts it up there, no good. A little bit of deflection by Pomeroy, puts it back up, no good. They're on the boards. She has the ball knocked out of bounds by Nashville Christian.
Yep, and a good job by Ava Pomeroy underneath, playing defense, hands straight to the ceiling, not drawing any fouls, and still affecting the shots.
Davidson inbounds, turning shot, no good. Nice block out by Panda Bear, roaring past the timeline down the right side. Will take it all the way, lays up a little too hard. Got bumped on the way up. 6:50 to go. No score here on a COVID night here on Tuesday night. It's been cold this week. And
a little snow.
Glad you're listening to
earlier
us.
this
Yes.
week, yeah.
Glad you're able to join us here. Davidson Academy trying to run their offense. Good pressure there by O'Charlie. They're going to get loose on the baseline. The shot is no good. Rebound by Tanae Turner. Then she hands it inside. No good. But gets the rebound back, takes it back outside, guarded by Oberbreckling. Still no score, and a reach and a foul on Oberbreckling. And that's the team's first. At 6:15, there is no score. So both teams, like so many of the games here during COVID, Coach, a little ragged start.
Yeah, and Davidson Academy at this point 0 for 6 from the field, and all of those except one came from in the paint. So hope that cold streak continues, but we've got to get some offensive rhythm on the other end and get some shots up and in.
Right, without Raleigh O'Connor and Cammie Bishop, we don't have a little bit of a big presence inside, so that hurts us. Along with our boys also don't have that. Hot back shot, nice one by Cleo Johnson as she hopped back, knocked it home for the first basket. O'Charlie bring it past the timeline, 2-0. Davidson Academy Lady Bears over our Lady Eagles. She takes it down, floats in front, no good. It was deflected, and coming in there with the ball is Cleo Johnson to set the floor. In the corner for a three, gunning that ball up there. Horton, good. So they're off to a quick start, 5-0. And Coach, I think Raleigh had 20 at their place, and we won by about 20.
We did, and you mentioned a quick start. They've hit their last 2 shots, but missed their first 6. What we haven't done is establish a rebounding presence on the defensive end to limit their opportunities. They had several 2 or 3 shot trips down here on this end, and we've got to take advantage of our offensive opportunities, and we've also got to rebound the defensive on the defensive end.
I think Coach Dan is addressing that right now in the huddle. And so after the 30-second timeout, Panda Bear Pomeroy will inbound to O'Charlie Harper. And let's see if we can get uncranked here. Davidson Academy's coming out very strong so far, hitting the boards, and now they're putting pressure, extending their defense. And we run a little motion, little shuffle. Ball taken to the corner. O'Charlie guns the three, no good. Chases after the board but doesn't get in. And here comes Davidson with a 5-0 lead, and there's going to be a bump. They're going to call the block that time on Grayson Bonds. The floater was made after the shot. Bring the ball in is Horton. They're in a box set. They're going to screen the screener, roll this way. We picked it up pretty good. 5 count on the inbounds late. With the ball, Cleo Johnson guarded. The ball deflected away. Nice defense. Scrambling after the floor on the floor, and we'll give it back to the Lady Bears. Dressed in their black with a red trim. Lady Eagles in their white and the Auburn colors. Cleo Johnson to run the offense. Guarded by 007.
Good
and
defense.
she gets a deflection. She's coming down. 2-on-1, takes it all the way, lays up there a little
That's
hard.
2.
And she is going to get bumped that time by Cleo Johnson.
Yeah, and again, that's the second foul on Johnson here in the first three minutes of the game, basically. So good job by Grayson having some awareness there, good hands on the defensive end, and taking that ball to the bucket.
007 Guns rims out, and as you said, she runs the show. And boy, she's got an early sit down, and number 12 coming in, Brooke Castle for her. Grayson Bonds back to the line, down 5-0.
That's all.
We still are. And the long rebound chased down by Davidson Academy, coming out of there with the ball.
Yeah, and things changed significantly without Johnson on the floor. And I think, if I remember right, this is what happened at Davidson when we played them. She was out relatively early with 2 fouls again.
We steal it. Here comes Whitley. She hesitates, takes it in, throws it into their arms, and we still haven't scored. 4:30 to go. And the new girl that's coming in, Brooke Castle, will run the point. Pomeroy on her. They run a 4 low, set screens across the baseline. Look for a 3, no good, but she gets to drive, and Magic Johnson up there is Horton. Oberbreckling quickly kicks the ball out here to Miller. Miller setting the court. Left side to 007, penetrates back to Miller. Miller wanted the shot. Now trades with 007. We run a 5-out, pass and cut, a little bit of handoff action also. Davidson Academy putting on good pressure. Bonds in the corner, Oberbreckling, guns it, yes. She had a great game against Goodpasture and heats up on her first shot here. Good.
And that breaks the ice, and good patience on the offensive end, Coach. Good job running through our offense, staying patient, finding the open square shot to the basket, not forcing anything.
And they're going to lob the ball inside, and they're going to throw it too far. We're going to steal it. Oberbreckling to Bonds, laying it up in front. Good. 7-5, and just like that, we're right back in it, and we go into a 1-2-2 full court press. Davidson elects to call a timeout, and they're bringing their high post to the nail there at the free throw line, but the lob was too far, and Oberbreckling was there for the theft.
Well, and I think that's just significant that Johnson's on the bench here early. She is the catalyst for their offense, and not only the primary scorer, but also the primary assist leader on their team. And so without her, they look a little bit disheveled.
They did. They're not quite the same offense without her. So our Oberbreckling has 3, and that was Bonds with the layup. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and Johnson for them has 2. You go ahead and enjoy your meal, Coach. I still can't taste, so I'll just do the play-by-play.
It's terrible. You wouldn't enjoy it. So
Erica Horton has the other 3 for Davidson. Only 4 girls have scored. It's just 7-5, approaching the 3-minute mark of the first canto. And walking the ball up is Jolie Cote. She's going to get a ball screen. She rejects it, takes it to the elbow. Hands to Brooke Castle. Castle trying to dribble there. Good pressure by Bonds, who bumped her.
Yeah, she did.
She had her dead and just leaned into her a little too much and got the push. And Sky the Fly Oliver. You remember Fly Williams? I think you and your mom had an association with a game up there.
Yeah, Austin P. He took Austin P to the Sweet 16. I believe they got beat by Jacksonville State when I was.
Yes, he was fun to watch.
An infant.
He was the Pistol Pete of Austin P.
He was. He eventually became a Harlem Globetrotter and played college ball quite like one. He was from Brooklyn, I believe. Coach Lake Kelly recruited him.
Yes, I remember. A New York kid, and that's about the time that Ernie and Bernie had come down from New York to Tennessee also.
Yep.
And if you're over 50, you understood everything we just said. And Nashville Christian bring the ball up in their 5-man motion. Oberbreckling take it. Nice left-handed pass over to O'Charlie. In and out. It was a nice shot, just didn't go. Davidson with the board. Coming out of there is Tanae Turner. I like that first name, Tanae. They try to hit the high post, but we covered again nicely with Whitley really working her, and she gets the steal. Miller takes it. Will she break her ankles? No, takes all the way and lays up. Good left-handed off the board, and no call on the bump, but we tie it at 7. Miller with the coast-to-coast down Sawyer Brown. And now Horton will gun the 3. It is off base, but pounding the boards nicely and putting the ball up there. No good was Phillips, and they get the foul called on us on this end. Well, I thought we got popped a couple of times on the other end, but maybe I'm seeing that through the Nashville Christian lenses.
Well, I think one thing we've got to do is go with a little bit more power to the basket. We're holding the ball up in the air, and it's kind of precariously in front of the defender. And so when they're getting a hand on that, I think they're seeing that before they see the contact. And we just got to do a better job of showing a little more power to the basket.
First shot by Phillips bangs off the back rim. We're in a tie contest before a sparse COVID crowd, limitations to 1 fan per player. That one pops out also. Here's Sky down court. Nice pass to O'Charlie, a little too far under the goal, but she's bailed out on a foul by Phillips.
And this is one thing we can do with this lineup on the floor is take advantage of the speed and the transition.
Yeah, we can push it. We've got good speed there. Nice move by Oberbreckling. We lob it out to her, but it's going to be deflected away. Miller deflects it over to O'Charlie, who will try to set the court. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first period. O'Charlie hands to Pomeroy. Davidson putting good pressure out front. Pomeroy rejects the ball screen, takes it in, lays it up left-handed. It will not go.
That had to be contact.
A little bit of contact again. No call. 1:40 to go. So they're letting him play, although we've got 4 fouls. They've got 3, so I guess they figure there's too many fouls being called, so they've eased off that. Davidson Caddy being guarded nicely out top now by Pomeroy, putting the pressure. They exchange. Oberbreckling guarding Tanae Turner. And we're really putting the pressure on out there. Sky got beat for a second, ball covered beautifully and stolen by Harper. Harper down the left side. She holds up, backs out of there, struggles with it, and now regains control. Gives to Miller. 15-footer left side.
Oh,
boy,
man.
That was down in the hole. How that popped out. Now we're under a minute, 7-7, a low-scoring game, but hard-fought defensive struggle here on Sawyer Brown Road in Nashville Christian Gym.
We're doing a better job defensively of limiting the possession to either one shot or a turnover.
We are. We're getting much better board work. But that time getting around the baseline defender, but palming the ball was Cote. Coming in, Reese Peanut Butter Duggar comes in for Whitley Miller. So in a tie game at 38 seconds to go, here they come.
What do you think, Coach? Should we hold it for one shot right here?
Well, I do, but that's old school. I'm from the 20s.
1820s?
Yeah, that's right. Seems like it. So we are doing a little pitch and weave here. 21 seconds to go. I would definitely do it now. I don't think we're going to, though. Pomeroy spinning, wheeling, dealing to Oberbreckling. Fakes the 3. Penetrates left-handed up there. No good. And the ball deflected out of bounds, and it will go to Davidson Academy with 9.4 on the clock. So they've got plenty of time to transverse the ball down court toward the iron. We are in a 1-2-2 full court press. Ball comes in late. We're going to get a trap, possibly a steal, and yes, 6 seconds to go. Ball is struggling on the floor. They're going to blow the whistle at 3 point, actually 2.7, and it will go to the Lady Eagles for a last-second shot in a tie game. And Pomeroy to inbounds against a man-to-man with a 4. I think coach is now trying to, let's see, inside to Reese Duggar. She got hammered, and they finally called it. 1 second left. They read it perfectly. They did not have a shortstop, or as we used to call him, a free man there to cut that off. And Reese read it beautifully as Pomeroy lobbed it over her. And she can give us the lead. Does she? Yes. Rims that one in. Net 8-7. 1 second left. So let's see if Davidson Academy will try to heave it the length of the court. Peanut Butter takes the ball, spins it, eyes it, guns it, makes it. 9-7, 1 second left. Let's see what Phillips does.
Just keep it in front. No fouls right here for sure.
And the time's going to run out. And so that closes the first quarter in a hard-fought, tough game. Not a lot of offense. Whitley Miller's over there set to check back in. It's 9-7, and Coach will be back with some totals and highlights in a moment. Love that when I had a taste.
Surely it'll come back, right?
I don't know, Coach. I mean, there's no history of this, so I don't know. got over there is good. Their cookies are delicious. It's all good. Did you work out?
I did.
In the workrooms? I mean, the workout room or run?
Over to Planet Fitness because they got cardio equipment over there.
Do we know how many viewers? Do we know how many viewers?
All right, Coach, we're back. And with a few statistics for you in that first
Yes,
quarter,
please.
we did take 12 shots from the field and 4 free throws. Oberbreckling has a three-pointer. Reese Duggar gave us the lead there with 2 free throws. Whitley Miller with a bucket. Grayson Bonds also with 1 from the field for 9 total. Davidson Academy with 7. That would be 5 from Erica Horton on a three-pointer and a field goal, and then another field goal from Cleo Johnson for their total of 7.
Davidson Academy attacking now against our man pressure. Phillips penetrates, kicks the ball to the corner, bring the ball out, and walking with the ball is Horton with good pressure from Pomeroy.
And that's one thing, again, Coach, we can take some good advantage of right here with our lineup. Pressure, turnovers, transition, get some, draw some more fouls, get some easy buckets down underneath.
Pomeroy to set the offense. Duggar comes out to ball screen. She accepts that, takes it all the way down the lane,
pass.
off to Skylar Oliver, who lays it up southpaw. Good for a 4-point lead at 7:27 to go. Skylar lost it for a second, then brought it back and got it off, and switching hands to the left side was able to keep the ball away from the defense and score it 11-7.
Yeah, just got excited. I think she tried to shoot it before she really had the handle on it. Great job by Ava that time, setting up with a crossover dribble up above the key. Penetration down the right side of the lane, drew the defender, and that's what you do on those kind of 4-out, sort of 5-out even offenses. Just draw that extra defender and then kick it back where they came from for the open shot.
Well, Cammie Bishop in her street clothes, and of course Riley O'Connor. Cammie is out for the year, facing surgery here soon.
I think Riley has
On
about
her knee.
another week and a half or 2 weeks maybe.
That's what she's telling me. I don't know how she's going to do it that soon. She's saying she's going to do it and play through the pain. I know she's not going to be full speed, but we need her out there. I'll take her to half speed. 7:17 to go. Ball screen up top, little horns action by Davidson, and they step out looking for the feed. And they don't have quite the handlers we do, but they have struggled a little bit in their handling, and now we're really putting the pressure on O'Charlie out there hounding Horton. Now getting loose, laying the ball up. No good. Phillips a little too hard. Here comes Pomeroy ahead to Miller.
There you go.
And
Yep.
she whips it back up over her head, and they bailed her out because she wasn't going to make that shot, and that always kills you as a coach when a kid is taking the off-balance shot or he's under the goal too far, and then you bail them out and send them to the line.
Yep, just a little over-aggressive and kind of a frustration, foul, getting back on the other end. We'd like to see a little more awareness if you're Davidson, but I'm glad she wasn't very aware and went ahead and fouled Whitley, and unfortunately missed her first one, but a chance to extend the lead again here.
Miller crooms it off the side rim, but nets this one. Oberbreckling will check in for Charlie. 12-7. We lead, 6:51 to go. Second quarter, back into the 1-2-2 press. We stole it earlier, and we get a nice trap in that corner. That's where you want them. We cut off the return pass, and nice job forcing her to walk, using the baseline and the sideline as 2 defenders. It was like she was quadruple teamed. Makes the turnover. 6:44 to go.
And a good coaching
Miltler.
move. Good coaching move by Coach Dan, Coach, to get in that 1-2-2 full court trap press. Without their primary ball handler, they're struggling just getting the ball in and then up the floor.
Reese gets it to Miller, who found some daylight. Back to Reese for a 12-footer. Yes, bottom. 14-7.
I tell you, with Reese's 2 free throws and then that jump shot right there, she's showing some really good form and patience on her shot.
They're struggling with our pressure, but handle it this time. We don't really get the trap back in backcourt like we wanted, and Oberbreckling's going to get the trip call. We didn't cut off like we did last time, that return pass.
You can still set that trap down the floor. It doesn't have to, once it clears the first trap, it doesn't have to be over. You can still trap at the front court.
I think that's what we're supposed to do and didn't do it. So a little crisscross action here. Davidson inbounding, gunning, shot up, no good. Nice looking shot by Brooke Castle. Then they come out of there with it. Brooke has it here, and Sky takes it right off of her. Pickpocket down the left side, pulls, hesitation, back out to Oberbreckling. Takes the ball to the top of the key, right side to Pomeroy. Pomeroy left-hands it, takes it in there. Out to Miller, three, no good. That's her shot. Nice look, nice movement, but no basket. 14-7 with 5:50 to go in the first half. Pomeroy, pressure. Davidson Academy gets the ball to Castle.
Oh,
she's
that's
going to
travel.
stumble and fall.
Oh, they called a foul on
Make
Skylar.
that Skylar Oliver. And Coach, I just hate to hear you so critical of an obvious call against us. So
I was merely just expressing my concern.
everybody
for the girl
saw that
fell
except
down.
one person. So 14-7.
I was just worried she hurt her knee when
Oh,
she
my
fell down on
goodness.
her own and without assistance.
Then a little struggle here for everybody. Davidson Academy running along the baseline is Horton. And this time we get the 5-second call. Good pressure by Harper. So the call there doesn't hurt us in regards to points. It does in regards to fouls. And so O'Charlie Harper walks it up, gets the call from Coach Dan. 14-7. We were down, was it 7-0?
7-2.
7-2, and now it's 14-7, so we've scored 12 unanswered. Miller, short one. I say short of the three-point line, not a short shot from 17. Bottom. 16-7, the Eagles jump out.
Good little sort of a ghost play that time. By
Right, it
Charlie
was.
on the move. Good ball.
They throw it away. Miller picks it up in backcourt. Here she comes. She's got a 3-on-2. Lobs it a little too early, but Reese picks it up nicely to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling's got a three. Will she pull? Back over to Miller. She will pull
Short.
off. And Miller trying to top the rebound, but Davidson out of there with it, 16-7. In the corner to Castle. Castle hounded a while ago. Skylar just took it away from her a while ago. This time Oberbreckling knocks it in the backcourt. It's retrieved by Davidson Academy, and setting the court will be Jolie Cote.
Yeah, and Coach, one stat I don't have, I wish I did keep up with, is how many actual shots they've gotten up since Johnson's been on the bench.
Right.
It's been less than one handful for
It's
sure.
changed. Castle gets loose. Left hands it. Magic off the glass again. They've had two Magic Johnson hooks nicely made. 16-9 to bring them back within 7, approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Whitley will gun again, this time in and out. That rim's got it's got a vacuum on it,
Little
sucking
tight
it
down
back
there,
out down there.
Good look, good square shot to the basket.
Yeah, we've
She's
had
her
some
last
good
couple.
looks. Taking the ball inside. Phillips with a nice pull-up from about 7. Good. And then right back to 4, 16-11. O'Charlie past the timeline. Oberbreckling cuts through. O'Charlie left hands it. Gives it over to Reese. He'll gun a 17-footer this time. No good. And now we've gone a little cold as Davidson Academy on a little bit of a run here. 16-11, 3:28 to go. Second quarter. Glad you could join us on a COVID-restricted night here in Bellevue, Tennessee. Reese putting the ball, putting the pressure, and now they let
That's a foul.
Phillips drive all the way in, foul over the back. They're going to leave it right here and give it back to Davidson Academy. Coach Dan expressing his concern over the defense that time. And we've got some wholesale substitutions coming in. Lizzie Lacey, I think the only new one into the contest that hasn't been in yet. She's in there to play some post. And
Grayson's back in.
Grayson Bond's back in, and Davidson backs it out of there. This time Cleo Johnson, she's back in now, Coach.
She is, and we took some advantage of the time she was out, but not enough in my opinion, so we got to buckle down right here and play some good defense.
Gunning the long three, no good. Bonds out of there with a great block out, and she is held on that sideline. And again, kind of a bailout foul that kids do a lot, and that will send us the line, leading by 5. And so Cleo Johnson with 2 fouls, right?
2 fouls,
And
no
so-
points at this. I'm sorry, 2 points at this point.
Probably a
So,
good move getting her back in here so they can maybe cut that deficit is the thinking by Coach.
Well, and I'm sure Coach Dan would like to see us take the ball to her. You know, put some pressure on her, taking her to the. We're spread out. You know, we're some 4 and 5 wide. Take the ball on the handoff screen, drive it to the back to see if you can draw some contact from her.
007, first shot net, second shot, rims bottom. 18-11, 7-point lead, 2:54 to go. Cleo Johnson, nice athlete, playmaker coming past the timeline, has set most of this half out with 2 fouls.
Ball screen coming.
They come up the ball screen high. She takes it down the hoop and is going to bounce that on the baseline, but they don't call it. Davidson gives it back to her. She backs out. O'Charlie, good pressure against her. Hands to Horton. Horton pivots, takes the ball in to the power area, then hands to Crabb. Crabb looking, hands back to Johnson. Johnson sets the court. Nice pressure by the Lady Eagles. She directs traffic. They've got 4 along the baseline. Popping out is Turner, lobs it in.
Double dribble.
And we've got a double team after the double dribble. And as we come out of there, we get a foul called with O'Charlie getting bumped there by Phillips. And we're going to go to the line with a 1-and-1. And so they're in a little bit of a foul concern, Coach.
Yeah, Phillips has 2. Johnson has 2. Emma, I believe her name is Crowdo, has 2. And Tanae Turner with 1 that I have for their 8. I think I'm missing one somewhere.
That is Crabb, Coach.
Crabb?
Yeah, I got that earlier. It's written here in Hebrew. 18-11, we missed the 1-and-1.
Got to make the free ones.
Phillips down, over to Cleo Johnson. Nice point guard being pressured by O'Charlie. It's a ball screen from Horton, takes it. Thought about the 15-footer, pulls it back. O'Charlie retreats and gets back in action, keeps her ahead of her, forces a runner up there, no good. And coming out of there, getting fouled is Ava Pomeroy, but fortunately the loose ball deflected O'Charlie to Pomeroy. Sees a gap, gets it to Miller. Miller right hands it in, takes it in there. Nice bounce under Lacey, but she's going to lose the ball on the baseline. 18-11, 1:28 to go. We got it inside to her.
Don't think Lizzie was expecting that ball. Had her back to the basket. When she turned, she just
weird
had the ball
angle.
out in a vulnerable position.
Taking the ball, Tanae Turner, no good. Rebounding that ball back up there, no good. Crabb, she's going to get bumped, and we'll go to the line for 2, I believe. So Crabb hits.
I believe that's her second foul, Coach.
All right, Crabb hitting the boards nicely there, and she'll go to the line with her team trailing by 7. Toes it, eyes it, bounces, guns it off the back iron. Oberbreckling in for Pomeroy.
1:15 to go and just a 7-point lead, Coach. That's been sort of a continuous lead that we've had, you know, with Johnson out of the game, and we've got to do some better job on the offensive end, creating some good looks and getting some shots in this last minute.
Free throw is no good, knocked out of bounds to Nashville Christian. Miller will give to O'Charlie. 18-11, approaching 1 minute here in the second canto. She backs it out there to set the play.
Coach, can you give me the etymology of the word canto?
I heard John Ward use it a lot. I have no idea what it means. I figured if he used it, it was correct. He has a little bit better grammar than me. But we will look that up. It's probably Latin. We had Miller. We get it into her. Instead, Oberbreckling guns the 3.
They're going to call 3 seconds.
And we get a 3-second call before we could get the 3 up. And Reese Peanut Butter's coming in. And she's going to come in for Lacey. And she'll sit down 18-11, 46.6 to go. And coming past the timeline, Cleo Johnson set the court. They desperately need a basket here.
No, they
down
don't.
7. From their perspective. Cleo backs out, recalls it inside. Nice pass to Crabb. Nothing there. They kick it out to the corner. We're putting excellent pressure there. That's Bonds. Now Peanut Butter bumps, no call. Penetrates, another bump, no call. And a nice Euro step by Cote. 18-13, 15 seconds. O'Charlie sets the court. Oberbreckling with 12 seconds. Let's see what we get here at the buzzer. Down to 8, down to 7. O'Charlie, top of the key. Left side, backs out of there. It's down to 4. She goes to the baseline, hop backs. She's in trouble, throws it up at the buzzer. Bottom. O'Charlie with a hop back and knocks it home, 18-13.
Should be 20, yeah, 20-13.
20-13. Coach, I reacted a little more positively to that play than Coach Dan, as he's not happy at all over there.
I'm not exactly sure what we drew up. Well, I'm not sure how it was drawn up for the last 11 seconds, but Charlie, being a great ball handler, a good athlete, and a fantastic shooter, created some space and got the ball up and in, which was good. But I think Coach Dan's going to be a little frustrated with how we handled the opportunity there to extend the lead. And we'll go into halftime now and talk a little bit more about the pressure. We're going to certainly face the second half with their full starting lineup back in the game, and we'll have to work hard on the defensive end to limit their opportunity.
Well, regardless of what we called from the booth and not coaching, that's a great play. When you don't have to coach, that's nice.
Always have a better idea when you're not coaching.
Feels good here.
Johnny Armchair is always
Yes.
a better coach than I am.
Feels good here. But we'll be back. Coach will give us the highlights and totals when we come back. We're going to take a short break here. Glad you joined us. And we're going to look up at Andrew Atkins. And do we know how many are out there? Got 63, so I know that's a lot of parents and grandparents watching. I'm sure more will join. And just appreciate Mr. Andrew Atkins providing this service.
63 households. So a little bit like old-time radio, there's probably 8 or 9
That's
gathered around, sitting on the floor. Kids are laying down, with their ears near the speaker.
That's true. It's doing their homework while they watch the game here.
Yeah.
You may want to put it on black and white also just to give that old nostalgic feeling. So we'll take a brief break here. It's 20-13. Nashville Christian up against the Davidson Academy Lady Bears. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back, ready to go. Coach Jeff Brothers will give you the rundown of scoring.
First for the visiting Lady Bears. I don't know if they're good about Lady Bears or not. But Erica Horton has 5. Emma Crabb is 0 for 1 from the field and 0 for 2 from the line, so she has yet to score. Brooke Castle has 2 on a field goal. Cleo Johnson has 2 on a first quarter field goal. Julie Cote, also a field goal. And Jordan Phillips with a second quarter bucket gives them 13. For the Lady Eagles from Nashville Christian, Skylar Oliver with 2. Ava Pomeroy yet to score on 0 for 2. Charlie Harper has a bucket. Emma Oberbreckling with a 3-pointer. Reese Duggar with 2 free throws and a field goal for 4 total points. Whitley Miller with 5. And Grayson Bonds with 4. So that gives us 20 and the Lady Bears 13.
And the Lady Eagles have the ball to open the half, up by 7 with a record of 9-2, 4-1 in the district. Davidson Academy 3-5 overall and 1-3 in the district. So a big game for Nashville Christian to stay up near the top of that that district standing. So we go with 4 across the free throw line as Bonds close to a 5-second call. She didn't break it, but we throw it off the hip. But O'Charlie regains it, kicks over to Oberbreckling in the corner, and she walked a late call there.
A late call.
She did hold it and run with it, and it was, I guess he was trying to get the whistle in his mouth.
Yeah. The offensively, that 4 high up there across the free throw line and extended gave us a good opportunity to get some penetration and a good kick down to Emma. Just wasn't quite ready in the short corner.
So Davidson back with their starting lineup. And
oh, no, that's not.
Oberbreckling was there. I don't know what else you can do when they plow over you. It definitely wasn't a flop since they did call a call, which you're supposed to do. But if you're standing there, I don't know what else you can call. And that's what Coach Dan would like to know also. What else can you tell the kid? If their feet are both firmly planted, they don't move their hips.
Right, and clearly Phillips didn't know she was there, so she caught the lob over the top and was thinking she was just going to drive to the basket and shoot a layup and just plowed through Emma.
She just, it wasn't a lean, it was a plow through, and she cuts it to 6 with the free throw, and now bangs that one off the rim, but a nice board put back up there, no good, but Cote on the follow-up with a nice board. We didn't scan them off the board, and they're going to go back to the line.
Well, we're in position. We're just not getting much movement, so Cote just kind of powered through the box out by Ava that time and then took the ball back to the basket. Drew Ava's 3rd foul.
Cote, nice form, knocks it home 20-15, 7:24 to go, and just like that, they've cut it to 5 with a chance to cut it to 4, guns it, and rims it in, and it's 20-16.
All 3 of those from the charity stripe. We're not making them work for those points.
3 free ones, but it was off a bad call. Here's Pomeroy, takes it all the way into O'Charlie, gets it back out to Miller. Miller penetrates left side, and so Charlie takes into the lane, falls down. Harlem Globetrotter, Meadowlark Lemon pulls it back out of there.
Kept her dribble, which was nice.
Nice job there. She's still meadowlarking, and if you're over 50, do you know what I'm talking about? If you don't, then you'll need to look that up.
I saw the Harlem Globetrotters at the Dunn Center.
Oh, yeah.
Against, of course, the Washington Generals.
They're going to get us for 3. Was Miller in the lane? She's a little not quite getting that call. 20-16, 6:48 to go.
Well, we got to withstand the push. We knew the first 3-4 minutes of the 3rd quarter is going to be their haymaker, and then we've got to withstand that and then settle in and finish the game well.
Cleo Johnson, she's the game planner, and they're going to kick it for a 3. Nicely made by Tanae Turner.
I believe that was
that was Horton, right?
Yep.
Horton with a 3, their 2nd, and they're down by 1. Bonds, 1 to the 3, left hands it, kicks it over Breckling, left hand it down the baseline. We'll lose it all for 5, but they're going to call a reach on number 34 there, Phillips.
Well, Coach, we've got to get comfortable going all the way to the rim with that ball because we've got the leverage and we can draw the foul or get the layup, one or the other.
Into Bonds. Bonds back to Harper. Harper back to Bonds. Bonds sets the court. 20-19, 6:05 to go. Bonds takes the left side. They run a double screen play for Whitley, but we throw it away, but she gets it back. Gives to Charlie down the lane. Nice turning of the body, twisting, but a little too far and hard off the glass. And Davidson boards it and has the momentum here with Cleo Johnson running the show.
And, Coach, that time Charlie had a good look. She's running past the basket, which from a balance perspective was not an easy way to make that shot. Oh, that's a flop.
And they're going to get a block called on Bonds as Johnson try to make her move on the wing.
That's 3 on Grayson.
Checking in.
So we're in some foul trouble, Coach. 3 on Grayson, 3 on Ava.
Well, we are. Carly Downing checking in with Reese Peanut Butter and also Sky the Fly Oliver. Carly denying Cleo. She's got the assignment to guard Cleo. The running jumper airs it up there.
We've got a rebound.
Davidson Academy throws one up there. No good, but she's going to get bailed out on a bad call again as not on a bad call, but on a not a smart foul is what I was trying to say. It was a good call, but a poor decision for us to foul. An off-balance shot being thrown up by Horton. She goes back the line and ties this thing up at 20.
Coach, we got to do a better job on the defensive end on rebounding. We're sort of standing and watching the shot. Got to get in good position, get some movement, and we got to elevate towards the basketball. It looks like we're almost kind of just waiting for it to come to us, and their effort to the ball is better than ours right now.
She knocks home the second shot to give the lead back. Here's that Pomeroy, left-hands it up there nicely off the glass. Good to give us the lead back, 22-21.
That's our first bucket of the second half.
Johnson, hop back 3 off the back rim, but a great power rebound put up. Good, and she was fouled. Phillips puts it back up, and they do have the momentum, Coach, and they've taken the lead again by 1, and another foul by the Eagles, and we've got 5 to their zilch. Bonds will check back in. Phillips with a chance to give them their lead back here. Well, they've got the lead to give them a 2-point lead, rather.
Yep.
Checking in Bonds for Pomeroy.
And, Coach, we have 5 fouls here in 3 minutes of the third quarter. They have none. Whether you agree with the calls or not, we're at a difficult situation because they're going to be in the bonus here soon, which is a place we don't want them to be.
Bonds pounding the ball past the timeline. Now takes it into the power area. Nothing there. Oliver, left side the ball to Carly Dunning. A little playing catch out top. Whitley back to Carly. Carly takes it in, pulls it back out, and the ball's going to be deflected and stolen. Coming out of there is Turner. Turner gives to Johnson, takes it in. She's going to run over Whitley Miller. No call. We come out of there fortunately with it. This is Bonds looking. Nice stutter step dribble. Gives to Peanut Butter. Back to Scholar. Why didn't she shoot? But Scholar did. Good. Thank goodness. Reese, you got to shoot that one, hon. Tied up at 24, 4:17 to go.
Well, great hustle and effort by Grayson that time, and a good move, good crossover dribble move to get the ball inside to create that passing lane.
We shielded them off, but didn't chase it down, and pounding it up is Jolie Cote, and it's 26-24. Davidson at the halfway point of the third quarter. Good pressure by Horton on Barbecue. She's going to get a ball screen, takes it. Hop backs, nothing there. She wanted to pull that. Bonds takes in the lane, lays it up, and she was hacked, and somehow a foul was called, a charge. And
I've never seen anybody charged with their forearms.
I tell you, Coach, that's
over their head.
That's really a no call or a block.
All the contact was on both girls' forearms. There was no body contact whatsoever. So I'm not sure I've ever seen a charge committed
that was
with one's arms into someone else's arms.
That's interesting there. Overbreckling checks in for Bonds. We trail by 2, 3:47 to go. What an interesting call there. And Davidson.
6 fouls to none. I've been in situations like that, Coach, where I bring that to the officials' attention, and usually it's not received well, at least on the football field.
Not
I'm
at
not
all.
sure if Coach Dan's going to
gunning the
point that out
three.
or not.
Rim's no good. We get the board block out, but it's knocked off of Nashville Christian. Back to the Bears. Inbounding will be Horton with a 2-point lead for the Lady Bears. 3:34 to go. They run a cross action
Go get it.
and didn't see it. Sky steals it, takes it, She double dribbled, and they'll call it for. She wanted to veer to the left and put the other hand on it. Tough error there because we had an opportunity given to us to tie the ball game up. So we got a wild one here, low scoring, not the greatest execution on offense, but both teams playing hard. Johnson wanted that hot back three. Sky guarded it pretty good. This time Reese Peanut Butter knocks it out of bounds. Checking in is O'Charlie. She replaced Carly Downing. Into the contest, 26-24, Nashville Christian down 2. 3:19 to go. Johnson sets the court. They post up Phillips inside. They want to get it into her. She's being guarded hard by Whitley. The three-pointer no good. Nice block out by Overbreckling. Brings it past the timeline. 3 to go in this third quarter. Harper with the three. Short. She chases after the board. Fortunately, she didn't get a reaching foul, and roaring out of there with the ball, Cote. Cote looking for Johnson. Backs out of there with it, being hounded by Overbreckling, who reaches and fouls. So we can't bail them out by reaching. They're going to call us on that.
Well, and we're going to get them in a bonus situation. So now that's 3 on Emma. We've got several with 3 fouls, and we're not moving our feet. We're just moving our hands and getting the call.
We reached on that one. We've got 7 fouls to none. And fortunately, we get bailed out with a miss there. Overbreckling with the board. 2-point deficit. O'Charlie with the ball on the right side. Being guarded. Little weave action. O'Charlie to Sky. Sky to Whitley. Takes the baseline. Hanging 5-footer. Hits the side of the board. No good. So we're out of kilter on offense. 26-24. Davidson has seized the momentum. Johnson to set the court for Davidson Academy. 2:20 to go. They lead by 2. She's going against Sky behind the back dribble. Hot back 15-footer rejected by Sky. She traces it down, throws it back in, and they save it. Crab's got it. Powers it off the glass. It will not go. Good position, though. Put back up by Phillips. No good. Ball deflected out of here. They're scrambling on the floor. We'll have a jump ball as it gets really active. Both kids, both teams scrambling for the ball. 2:03 to go.
A lot of contact down there underneath, Coach. As we're boxing out, they're just shoving us in the back just to move us out of position. And
a lot of contact.
I'm not sure you could do that, but they're getting away with it.
A lot of contact. 2-point game. Davidson up by 2. A very hard-fought struggle here on Sawyer Brown Road in Bellevue. Sky is guarding Johnson. Ball in the corner. Hard defense being played. The ball to Crab. Crab rips it out here to Horton. Horton backs in there. Looking, they throw it away, but
Not
saving
yet.
it on the baseline. Another jump ball. No. Charlie comes out of there with it. Gives to Whitley. Whitley hit to Overbreckling, who lays it up. No good. I wish we'd jump stop in that play. Gets it back. No good on the baseline. Coach, I still think you need a jump stop under pressure there, but that's old school me. Johnson gets it back, and she does take advantage of the miss, and it's a 4-point game now. 1:17 to go. Overbreckling powering past the timeline, backs out of there with it. Gives to Reese at the top. It's rejected. But Sky puts it back up. No good. And then this sparse crowd is coming to life here for Davidson. Our girls on the bench pleading with our defense to come back.
Well, we just looked out of sync on the offensive end, Coach.
To get the ball to the high post. Takes it down the lane. Lays it up. No good. And they're going to call it out on Davidson. And the ball to us. Down 4. We need to make sure we don't get a panic mode. We're just down 2 baskets. Charlie picked up by Johnson. Davidson sets the play. Miller goes over to the left corner. Sky comes out to give a high post or a high screen on the top. And boy, Charlie struggles with it, but gets it back to Miller. Miller, top of the circle. And so Charlie between the circles, gets the ball screen. Gets a handoff over to Overbreckling, who gets a ball screen and kicks to Miller from the college level. Yes, bottom. 3-pointer, good. Cuts it to 1, 23 seconds to go. We needed that one badly.
Well, and as inconsistent as we've been on the offensive end, to only be down 1 right now is a good place to be. We've just got to settle on the defensive end and limit their opportunities after the first shot.
Crab loses the ball, gets it back, trying to find Phillips. Crab looks, she's picked up, 4 seconds to go. Let's see if we can keep them from getting it off. 1 second, and she lays it up at the horn. No good as the left-handed shot fortunately bounces off the rim. as a nice penetration there by Cote doesn't go. And we trail by 1, and, well, that was a hectic last few minutes, down 28-27. As you said, Coach, we're probably fortunate to still be down only 1.
Yep, and we've given them opportunities from the free throw line. They've scored 6 of their 15, so 6 from the free throw line, 9 from the field, including a three-pointer. So, you know, on the defensive end, I mean, I think it's not a matter of effort. It's just a matter of execution. I think we're trying. I think we're just in a position where we're not physically able to move them out, or they're pushing us down under the basket as we attempt to box out and getting us out of position. And we're just not getting any defensive rebounds, and that's showing. And then on the offensive end, we just look a little out of sorts. Not really confident in taking the ball to the basket. You know, we haven't attacked Johnson again since the half, and she did come into the half with 2 fouls already. Would have been nice to put her on her heels defensively and go at her and at the basket, but maybe that's what we'll do in the fourth quarter. And I know Coach Dan will come up with a great plan, and if we can execute it well, then we'll come out on top.
As we get in the fourth quarter, Nashville Christian with a 4-1 district record, really hoping to hang on to that. Nice district run here they're making, 9-2 overall. Davidson Academy 1-3, and really hoping to pull a mild upset. Again, we've got 2 of our big players on the bench.
And still plenty of time to settle in and just get a lead and hang on to it.
Yeah, long way to go. Sky looks, fakes, takes it into the key. Back to O'Charlie, who's cut off nicely by Johnson. Left side to Sky, lays it on the board. Skip pass across to O'Charlie. She wants a 3. Should have gunned that one.
Just maybe a step outside the range where she felt comfortable, I think, Coach.
Pulled it back out, and she spins on Johnson. Stutter Step's going to lose that ball out of bounds. A little bit over dribbling there and lost control of it. It will go back to the Lady Bears. And Cleo Johnson will handle the point guard. Brings it up. Phillips, the tall girl's on the bench for them. She's given us a lot of trouble inside. Coming to that post is Cote. Cote looks, waits, lays it down. Over to Turner, who guns the 3. No good, but nice putting down. Cote gets the ball, makes the move, but she walked with it. And the ball will go over to Nashville Christian. 28-27, we trail, 7:06 to go.
And Ava checks in for Charlie. You know, Ava with 3 fouls, but a good, she's good at penetration moves on the offensive end where she can get to the basket and certainly comfortable putting it up with either hand. Here goes down the left side.
Pomeroy
right
down the lane, lays it up, no good. Again, that's where I like to see the jump stop, but hop back by Johnson, 3, no good.
And she's
great block out that time, and this time they're going to call it on Dave. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Okay, we had a great block out. I couldn't believe we were getting called for a hook there, and we did not. So a good call. Well, and that's the first one, Coach.
That's the first foul of the half here with 9 minutes and 10 seconds having been played in the half.
28-27, we trail by 1, 6:48 to go as Pomeroy brings it past the timeline. Calls the play, Oberbreckling on the wing, comes up, now drops back. We do a little UCLA cut with peanut butter. I think we're supposed to ball screen Schuyler, but the ball in the corner to Pomeroy, pivots, almost throws it away, but Miller gets it, takes down the lane, floats it up there, bangs it, no good. And chasing the rebound down is Turner. Coming past the timeline, Phillips still on the bench. No, she's back in, I'm sorry. Here's Cleo, and Cleo has not hit a lot here lately, but she wants to and takes it. Europeans it up there, good. And she was fouled by Schuyler. As I was just saying, she wanted it, and she can score. Well, or at least she can get a shot just about any time she wants.
Well, especially if you give her 3 steps to get it off. So
yeah,
that helps.
30-27, 6:12 to go. Checking back in, 007 Bonds. And to the line, Cleo Johnson with a 3-point lead. Trying to complete it, and she makes it 4. Checking in, Bonds for Pomeroy. So Davidson will go full court. Now they fall back. And we inbounds it to Bonds. Down 4, 6 minutes left. Bonds takes all the way in and is going to get a block, and she took it right to her.
Push the action into the paint. We're the quicker team.
Right.
We can hit layups on regular pace. We're not good at the running 6-footers, but we can hit layups and draw fouls.
We'll inbounds. We're a long way from the bonus. Score across. We inbounds and it's thrown away. They steal it. Cote with it. Cote rolling past the timeline. We cut her off, but she throws a 10-footer up there. No good, but getting the board was Phillips. She kicks it out. They rim the rim, and it's no good by Johnson. The three is chased down in the corner, and they're going to call it off of Nashville Christian, and we'll go to Davidson.
We've got to be aggressive to the ball. That ball bounced 3 times, and nobody touched it.
Lizzie Lacey checking in for Peanut Butter, and we down before and desperately needing a stop here. Still just a 2-possession game, but 6 points looks big as a deficit in this contest. Here's Johnson. She'll look for Phillips inside. Miller guarding her. Both kids struggling and pushing, and they're going to call it on Miller on the baseline. And they're both going at it. I don't know how Whitley got any more of a foul on the hit than Phillips, but she'll go to the line with a 1-and-1, and Harper checks in for Sky. So Phillips with an opportunity, the 1-and-1, 9-2 is the team fouls in favor of Davidson Academy. As Jordan Phillips eyes the mark. Powerful player inside, off the rim, no good, but another board, but they're going to call it this time on Tonae Turner going over the back. And so that was a big call for us. 31-27, 5:39 to go. Harper brings the ball up. Harper.
And you can't score all 4 right here, Coach. Just got to get a good look at a basket and get it to 1 score.
Bonds getting a screen for Overeckling, takes it down the lane. And again, we lose the ball, just Coach driving down the lane, and we and they're going to give it to Davidson. Back to us, saying Davidson deflected it. I think they missed that one, but we need a makeup or two here. Lobbed out here to Harper. Harper takes to the left, gives to Miller. Miller being hounded, takes it in, backs in, turns, powers, looks, nothing there. She's in trouble, and they're going to call a good timeout by Coach Dan because she was in trouble, close to a turnover, and we get the timeout. 5:16 to go, 31-27, a long way to go, but it still almost feels like 7 seconds left in the game, the tension.
Well, and I don't have the times on our baskets. We've only scored 3 baskets in the second half, and certainly all of them were in the third quarter, and I think in the first few minutes of the third quarter. So we have certainly gone cold, to say the least, on the offensive end. Really haven't got a good look at a good open shot in some time.
We've made several turnovers on just a couple of drives, just losing the ball. The board game, which we're usually doing a great job of, I think Coach Dan has probably coached defensive blackout as good as any team I've ever seen. But we've had a tough time shielding them off, and, of course, without Cammie and O'Connor in there, we're missing 2 posts. I mean, we're missing 2 posts, and they're not, and that's tough.
Yeah, it makes a difference, and then we, again, are in good position, just losing the physical battle in some situations.
31-27, Nashville Christian comes back after the smart timeout. Baseline, lob up to Bonds, 15-footer, but gives to Lizzie, had a 3. Instead, lays it down. Need to make sure you jump stop there, get the feet clean. To Barbecue, she backs it out. We set the court, down 4, big play here. Whitley looking to drive. We give O'Charlie, gets a chance for a 3, is knocked down by Johnson. Is that her third? Yeah. And still not in the bonus, 31-27. Just ticked under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. A lot of action left, and we got boys action coming in after this. So a lot of good basketball here in Bellevue. Down 4, under 5 to go. O'Charlie gets the call in a tense, active action game here. Oberbreckling gives the ball screen to O'Charlie. Going to hand to Miller. Miller pounds it to the lane. To Bonds, the 3, in and out, nice look. Johnson with a nice board. Hooks it over to Phillips. Why she's bringing it down, I don't know. They pound it in the corner to Horton. Horton's going to throw the ball away. Lizzie Lacey comes out of there with it. Gives it to Bonds. Bonds lobs ahead to Oberbreckling. Inside, turns. Back to Miller. 1 of the 3 penetrates. Bonds takes it down the lane and is bumped. And that gets the team foul total for Davidson to 5, Coach.
Well, and again, we've got the quickness advantage. That's what we need to do. And we had it, Whitley had it on the elbow extended over here, and all 4 defenders were guarding all 4 of our players on the free throw line or above, and we need to take that to the basket and try to draw that foul. But we're moving the ball better right now. We're getting some better looks right now. We've got to continue to do that and stay patient.
Some discussion at the scores table. Not sure what that's about, and it grows strangely quiet with our sparse crowd. And
not
Mr.
sure
Andrew, how many nows on our watch list?
I think they were asking how many fouls that was on number 3.
So there's
Tonnay
74
Turner.
of you viewing. We have a hold as I was
That's
getting
gonna
our
be 4 on
count,
her.
and that was on
That's
Phillips, her 4th. That's a big one, Coach, with 4:18 to go. Takes it to 16 fouls, and we get a cross screen there. Bonds rolls. We throw it instead to Miller in the corner. She backs it up, 31-27. Miller to Bonds. Bonds right side. Hands to Harper, backs out of there with it, guarded by Johnson. She has to be careful, too, along with Phillips.
Yeah, I would take that right down the paint
Right.
if I could.
And we've got a 5-second call. O'Charlie did not break it.
How can wait, the defender went around the screener below the screen.
Yeah,
and
that
the
breaks it
offensive
right
player
there.
went above. I'm not sure.
That breaks it.
I thought I saw that right. Didn't I see that right?
Yes,
Didn't
you
she
did.
Go below the screener
and
and
that's
the
what
dribbler went above.
That's exactly what Coach Dan is questioning. He just made the hand motion. She went around the screen. 31-27. We can, I guess we can be critical. We're not getting paid.
You're not getting paid?
No, well, I'm not. I know you are. Oh, deflected by Lacey. Powered back up. No good, Lacey. Good job on the boards. Gives to Miller. 3:40 to go. Big play by Lizzie. Whitley takes the left side. Bonds. They're picking up the 3 quickly, so we need to keep driving, and a bump
That's going to be 4.
on Tonay Turner.
Might be 5, actually, Coach.
Is Tonay going to go? Tonay has the coolest name out there tonight.
5, yeah.
And she's going to go. She's got to sit. So Tonay Turner has had a good game tonight. She's got to sit down, frustrated, of course, over that bump, and Crabb will replace her. We're going to send the line with a 4-point deficit. And, Coach, it seems like it's been a 2-possession game here for a long time. Grayson Bonds to the line. She eyes it, guns it, highs it, bottom of the net.
Maybe that'll break the ice. First points of the 4th quarter, and I think first points in about 7 or 8 minutes of gameplay.
31-28. Bonds, nice high arcing shot, bottom of the net, and it's just like that, down to 2. Oliver in for Bonds with 2 nice-looking free throws.
Well, Coach, and I'll tell you what I like. The next time we get the ball is going straight at Cleo Johnson, see if we can draw her 5th.
Right. She does make the team work. She is at the helm and comes past the timeline, barks out the play. 31-29, 3:25 to go. It's been a close one here at Nashville Christian. She comes off a screen. Ball deflected out of bounds by Nashville Christian, so we're picking up the pressure here. And Phillips in foul trouble. We'll look for Johnson also in foul trouble. They've just lost Tonay Turner to fouls. O'Charlie gets ball screen. Emma picks her up
That's
and
a foul.
bumps her.
Yep.
Little touch foul, but they call it.
She did move. She moved her feet
Yeah.
and slid into,
Not a terrible call.
slid into Charlie.
Johnson will go to the line with a chance.
Oh, I thought they called the blocking foul on the screener. They didn't. They
I
called
don't
it on
think
them.
so. Yeah, I thought they called
Well,
the block
the
there.
screener moved to create that screen on Charlie Harper that time, so they didn't see that, but they did see Emma with the touch foul on Cleo Johnson.
And it is the double bonus, so she gets 2. And this first one rims out. Johnson frustrated over that ball, as several tonight have roamed in the rim and come out for both teams, especially for us. Down 2. Davis Academy up 2 to make it 3. Did she do it? No, she aired it, and it will go to us with 3:11 to go.
Coach,
So
if you'd have told me that she would only have 7 points in the game and we would be down, I would question your intelligence there, but that's,
Right.
that's the case.
Harper gets the call. Are we going to come up and ball screener? Emma comes out, offers a screen. Charlie takes it down the lane. I'd like to see her pull
Turn
up,
around.
hit that one there.
Yeah,
Oh,
go.
she's open, hit it. 12-footer, no good. Nice board that time by Davidson Academy, coming out of there with his Cote. Left hands down the sideline, 2:48 to go. Comes back out of there, backs it up. Tries to penetrate. Crabb on the baseline. We pick her up nicely. Lob back out here to Johnson, who sets the court. 2:40 to go in a wild one. Davidson Academy up 2. This will be a big basket for them. Johnson gets loose. Throws it Over to number 20, gunning it good is Cote. It's a 2 to give them a 4-point lead at 2:28. Big shot there by the Davidson Academy Bears. Cote knocking it home. So we're desperately in need of a basket here. 2:17 to go. Both teams having to work hard on offense in a low-scoring game. Emma comes out to get the ball. Nice play inside,
good.
Lays it up good, but it was before the basket, and a great seal there and pass by Oberbreckling as they call the foul just before as she received the ball. But Miller will go to the line in a 4-point deficit. We check in Reese Peanut Butter Duggar, Whitley Miller to the line, and she will have a 1-and-1 with 2:11 to go. Whitley Isaac guns it, yes.
And Coach, we've been critical in moments. I want to say that I thought that was the right call. I thought the foul was on the floor.
It was on the floor. It was a good call. She had not gotten into the shooting motion quite. Miller, after the nice post up, hits a nice second free throw. Down to by 2. We're into the full court press. 1-2-2. We're going to trap immediately. We're in good shape there. We're straight up. Don't bail her out, but they get it out of there. 2-on-1 coming down the court. Nice stutter step, but the dribble no good. But Johnson clears it on a big board with 2 minutes to go. That was gigantic. And now she's working against a double team. Gives it off to Cote. Cote, not a great shot.
Rebound.
We trail it into the corner, and that's Harper coming out. 1:45 to go. We're down by 2. Left side to Oliver. Oliver to Reese. Over to Harper. She wants it. She guns it. Did she make it?
Yep.
The crowd tells you, bottom. We take the lead back, 34-33, 1:33 to go and counting. Now Johnson will try to counter. She takes it down the lane.
Floater no good.
Floater is no good,
Rebound.
but coming in there is Crabb for a big board. Bodies all over the floor. Crabb's going to get to go to the line for a double bonus with 1:20 to go with a 1-point lead for Nashville Christian.
And there, Coach,
Crabb with a nice power rebound, Coach.
Yeah, power because we didn't use any power. We had 2 girls right there to box her out. Both of our girls just staring up at the rim, and then Crabb goes aggressively to the ball to get the rebound.
Crabb, first one, no good off the back rim. It will remain a one-possession. Well, it's going to be a one-possession game either way here. 1:20 to go. 34-33. Davidson and Nashville Christian, and a tight one. Our bench trying to come to life here. She missed both of them, but another rebound. It was a long one this time, laying the ball up. Good on a big play by Cote. A timeout by Davidson. And, man, they got a big, big play that way. And they get a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. And good night. Take the lead.
Yep. Again, I know I'm piling on right here, but just rebounds. How many second, third, fourth, fifth chances have they gotten down there on that end of the floor when we've been in position and just haven't been aggressive to the ball?
And as we've mentioned the last 2 years, Coach Dan does as good a job as I've seen of anybody in coaching the block out. And we're just not holding the seal or going pursuing, or the ball's coming off too long, or we don't have we could use Riley in there big time for the rebounds along with Cammie, and they're both out. Hopefully Riley will return in a couple of weeks. Don't know if she can be full speed. So Davidson Academy here trying to pull a mild upset on Sawyer Brown Road here in Nashville Christian. And checking in is 007 Bonds. And, well, we said early it's probably going to go to the wire, and it has done that. Boys action coming up next. And appreciate our viewers out there. Hope you're enjoying this tight contest. And
plenty of time. Work it to get a good shot.
It is plenty of time. There's a lot of action here coming up.
Bonus as well. Still 4 fouls on Cleo Johnson. I still might attack her, try to get her out for the last minute.
007 being picked up three-quarter court. Both teams have played good man-to-man defense. Bonds with 1-4 across will hand to Miller. Miller cross to O'Charlie. She guns the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little short. Davidson comes out of there with it. We're going to have to foul down 1. And they don't want to foul. Well, maybe they do want to foul Cleo. They come out to double team her. She penetrates, takes it down the hoop. Crabb's going to take a long shot, probably ill-advised. Miller comes out of there with 40 seconds to go. Long cross-court pass. No need to force that, and it goes out of bounds. Pomeroy hasn't been in a while, Coach.
Well, we've got to do a good job of setting the defense, knowing the situation. Davidson has not been very patient on the offensive end, even with the lead. And they're showing a propensity to give us opportunities to get the ball back. I'd like to see us trap it right out there at front. Johnson's going to get it out there. Go ahead and trap her. Force the ball into somebody else's hands early. Don't just let her dribble around and get in there and penetrate and kick to an open player. And, right now they're going to try to hold on the ball and force us to foul. They haven't – the only player they have that has hit – well, they haven't had anybody hit more than 2 free throws. And, in fact, Johnson's missed her last 2, so –
well, Davidson probably took an ill-advised shot, then we took an ill-advised pass on the break there to leave us with a 1-point deficit with 40 seconds to go. Full court pressure. We've given them some trouble. So let's see if we can get a quick trap on Johnson, who wants to get that inbounds, but she comes up and screens across for Cote. We've got her where we want her. She walked with that ball. Great trap by Oberbreckling and Bonds. And they got on that baseline right where you want to get the classic trap. Reese Peanut Butter Cup will check in for Schuyler. With 37 seconds left, we're down 35-34. And the timeout, Nashville Christian. Well, it's a wild one.
It is. Coach Dan's going to draw up his best baseline inbounds play right here. Again, plenty of time. It's not like we got to force a shot up quickly. We can get into an offensive set. If we don't get a quick basket off the inbounds pass, we can set up an offensive set here and then work to get a good pass. Again, we're going to have leverage. We've got the quickness advantage, and we've got a couple of girls on their team, especially Johnson with 4 fouls, that we can go at. Let's see if we can make some hay there.
We've got plenty of time. We'll probably not hold it for a buzzer shot, so I'm assuming Davidson Academy will probably get another look. But let's see if we can convert here, and a wild one here on Sawyer Brown Road.
Well, if they get a look, I'd like to limit it to a look instead of 2 or 3 on that end.
Whitley Miller, inbounds. We set a back screen for Reese Peanut Butter Cup, and she is hacked across the arm by Horton. Horton, not sure if she's frustrated with the official or herself. I think she got her, though.
It was across the forearm. I think she's frustrated with herself.
35.9 to go. Reese Peanut Butter Cup has a chance to tie it up right here. The shot is rimming in. Good. And she ties it at 35. 35.9 to go. Reese, did she give us the lead? Yes, she strings them both. It's a 1-point lead, Nashville Christian.
Reese 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Goes 2 in the
That
first
is sweet.
quarter, 2 in the fourth.
Here comes Johnson down. Johnson down 1. Davidson Academy. She gets the screen. She'll probably try to take it. If not, dish it off. She has nothing. She gets the high ball screen. We pick her up nicely. Bond stripped her, no call. Crabb walked with the ball in the corner. Gets it back to Johnson down to 18 seconds. Harper's on her, but slips. She goes down the lane, lays it up. Good. 14 seconds. 13. We get the timeout with 12.5. And a nice play on the penetration. A little bit off balance, laying it off the glass. Good. And Johnson gives them the lead. 37-36 with 12.5 to go. Big play, Coach.
Well, yeah, we had girls defending the ball there, and it looked like we tried to draw a foul rather than just moving our feet into position and stopping that penetration, forcing a jump shot. Instead, we gave up a layup.
Yeah, we gave them a seam there. I think one of us stumbled a little bit trying to get our footwork.
Trying to get a call, it looked like. And but at any rate, we've got the ball. We got 12 seconds. We, again, have a quickness advantage. We have ball handlers on the floor. We have shooters on the floor, so we can, take not plenty of time, but 12 seconds certainly more than enough time to get the ball into the front court and get an open shot.
Yeah, we really wanted to make them shoot deep and just keep them in front of us, and we just didn't do it. And we broke down there right at the end. We were looking pretty good till just Johnson decided to try to slice and dice and gives them the lead. It's 12.5 to go. Bonds to bring it in. Let's see where Davidson elects to pick us up. Looks like they're going to come about three-quarter court. 12 seconds. Bonds got time. Harper to inbound. She'll trail the play. And we pick the ball up now. 12 seconds. Bonds past the timeline. Top of the circle, 8 seconds. She turns the corner. She gets all the way in, lays it up. It is no good. And a rebound and a foul. But before she stepped out, they're going to call a foul with 2.7 to go. And Bonds did not get quite the angle she wanted.
She came down with the ball out of bounds.
They're saying that the reach in was before she landed on that baseline. So with 2.7 to go, she will have the double bonus So it will be a one possession lead regardless. And let's see what. Do we have a timeout? We've got a timeout. So I'm not sure what the discussion was just then.
We had asked for a timeout before the ball was given to the
Oh, I
shooter.
see. Okay.
And then when the ball went to the shooter, the coach from Davidson expressed some frustration that the shooter had the ball, and she did, but the official.
We had called it.
The official failed to tell the other official that a timeout had been called.
Well, after the 30-second timeout, the kids will come back out with Davidson at the line with a chance to go up by 3, 2.7 to go. Davidson elects to put all their kids back so they don't foul over the back. So we'll see what we do. Make or miss, she'll have 2. We'll rest on this first one. Again, 2.7 to go as Johnson just hit a layup off the glass to give us a 1-point lead. Now here's Horton. Isaac guns it. She's going to miss it badly. So it's still a one-possession game, 2.7 to go. Let's see how quickly we can get it up court. We could call a timeout if we get a quick rebound. Let's see what she does. She guns the second one. This one's off. No, it's going to rim in. 2.7 to go. So Lizzie Lacey. She's going to throw it to Whitley. She comes past the timeline. Will gun a midcourt shot. It had the distance, but it was just off to the right. And Davidson celebrates a nice win, 38-36. And the sparse crowd here of Davidson Academy fans celebrate a nice win for them as they pull a mild upset to send us to 4-2, Coach, and they go to 2-3 in the league. Tough loss. And so now, unfortunately, we're having to clear the gym for the boys' game. Just unfortunate.
Yep.
But that's the world
That's
we're living in right now. Fortunately, at least the kids are getting to play. They're not going to clear Coach and I out. Fortunately, we'll get to bring you the broadcast of the boys' game. And so we're going to go ahead and sign off here for a few minutes, Coach. We'll be back in just a few minutes after telling you once again the final score. Davidson Academy 38, Nashville Christian
36.
36.